dividing. And dividing, it turns out, is very, very similar to multiplying. So what we're going to do is we're still going to convert any mixed numbers to improper fractions, but then we're going to do what we call skip, flip, multiply. So in other words, we're going to skip the first fraction, leave that one the same. We're going to flip the second fraction. So that's going to be a negative 9 halves instead of a 2 over 9. And then we're going to multiply instead of dividing. So it's going to multiply. And we know how to multiply. We just learned how to do that. So a negative times a negative is a positive. 5 times 9 is 45. 8 times 2 is 16. And we can convert this back to mixed because 16 goes into 45 2 times with 13 left over. Let's try number 6. Again, you got to skip, flip, multiply. So skip the first fraction, leave that one the same. Flip the second fraction and multiply instead of divide. Okay? If we're multiplying, let's look diagonally here. Between the 9 and the 3, I can reduce them. I can divide them both by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. And if we look at the 10 and the 25, I can reduce them as well. 10 and 25 both divide by 5. So 10 divided by 5 is 2, 25 divided by 5 is 5. Now go ahead and multiply straight through. A positive times a negative is a negative, so my answer is going to be negative. 3 times 5 is 15, and 2 times 1 is 2. So I get negative 15 halves. If you want to convert that into mixed number, 2 goes into 15 7 times with a remainder of 1. So the answer is negative 7 and a half. Let's try number 7. Remember, you can't have mixed numbers. They need to be converted to improper. So we're going to multiply. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, so that's 10 thirds. 1 times 6 is 6, and 6 plus 5 is 11, so that is 11 sixths. And now we're going to skip, flip, multiply. So skip the first fraction, flip the second fraction, and multiply instead of dividing. So we're multiplying here. Let's look. Diagonally, I can reduce the 6 and the 3. They can both be divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay, now just multiply straight through. 10 times 2 is 20. 1 times 11 is 11. If you want to convert back to mixed number, 11 goes into 20 one time with a remainder of 9. Let's try number 8 here. 8 divided by 3 and 1/5. If you want to convert a whole number like 8 to a fraction, all you got to do is put it over 1. So that's 8 over 1, but I still have to convert this mixed number here. So 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. Let's put it back over 5. To divide fractions, remember my rule. Skip the first fraction, flip the second fraction, and multiply instead of divide. Let's reduce diagonally here. If you look at the 16 and the 8, the 16 and the 8 can both be divided by 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 16 divided by 8 is 2. Now just multiply straight through. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2, so that comes out to 5 halves. And if you want to convert 5 halves to a mixed number, well, 2 goes into 5 2 times with the remainder of 1. So that is 2 and 1/2.